Hi.
Hi. All right,
Okay.
so we were recording a session. I want to record this session because it's kind of interesting stuff's been coming up lately. Okay, so I was asking you if you could say if there's anything you have a question about that you don't understand that's new that you don't usually ask me.
Yes.
Like, what's something you want to know? Like, do you want to know
How'd you felt about when we got Fluttershy with? Remember we got Fluttershy with her hooves up at Walmart?
Right, but you know this. Here, I'm gonna make this dark so we don't see it so much, so you don't look at it so much. But Anna, what we had this conversation, and you know how I felt. Didn't we have this conversation?
Yes. You felt great.
We've had it a bunch of times, like 20 times,
felt
right?
great.
40 times. Okay, so I did feel great, and I still feel great about it. But the question is, why are you
got
asking?
Lily Blossom, the purple with yellow on it.
Right, but you know we got it together, and we're both happy about it. So the question is, why are you asking me about things you already know? I used to ask about things I didn't know all the time.
I felt excited for her since I got it.
You felt excited, but you're feeling excited, you're feeling excited. But what about, don't you want to know something or learn something about something? Like, for example, I remember when I was little, I would ask, one of my first questions was, why does soap float? Yeah. Do you ever want to ask, like, why does soap float?
Yeah.
Do you want to, if you put soap in water, sometimes it sinks and sometimes it floats. Do you know what I'm talking about? We've had soap sink. Usually when I was growing up, it floated. So I was thinking, one of my first questions was, why does soap float? And it was because I didn't know why soap floated. Or, when the glass is on the outside, the condensation, that's when you put a cold thing, this is insulated, so it doesn't really work. But when you put an insulated cup, if you put ice in a cup, before I had the insulated cup, remember how the outside got all sweaty? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Were you curious about why it gets sweaty on the outside? It just does it. It does it all the time. Are you not curious why cold things get sweaty on the outside? Like where you can do this. Or how about in the shower, the mirror gets...
We'll go Walmart next time and maybe we'll find... We could do a toy hunt again and they can say, like, look what they have. They have My Little Ponies, they have Trolls, and look what they have. Disney Frozen toys.
Right. Now, we've actually talked about going to Walmart, 50 times now.
How do you feel about getting the Disney Frozen ones with the two girls, on the
How do I feel about it?
You could, take their dress.
It's okay if you get... Oh, they have dresses you can put them on and off?
Clip it off.
Oh, I love that. You could actually make clothes then.
I could, no, they have their own clothes, the plastic ones. You could clip it off.
Oh.
Take it off.
You could still make your own. That's cool. You could still make your own clothes. I could buy you that plastic.
I love the Disney princess toys.
That sounds really cool. Okay, so that's great. That's great. I do like Disney princesses. I think that's exciting.
The ones with the toys.
Now that is kind of new. You don't usually ask about that.
You could say, do you want to get the one with the two girls in it?
Yeah, we could do that.
Next time we go.
We could do that next time we go. But the question is, wait, what is something you want to know about something, though?
Yeah.
That's a question about how do you feel about going? How do you feel about buying? How do you feel about... that I cured you, the inflammatory bowel disease, right? We always talk about how do I feel, how do I feel, how do I feel. That's your question, I'm saying. Wait for a second. What do you want to know?
Yeah.
Isn't there something you want to know about anything? Like, for example, right now, remember a second ago I was saying...
we say at Walmart, you might tell me, I love the Disney... And you might say, I love those Disney princess toys. They're cute. We see if you saw them at Walmart. We see if you saw Disney.
Right, I will be really excited if you got something you really wanted to get.
You might say I love, and because I know you love those princesses that are dressed.
Yeah, I think I was kids. I mean, I remember I had Barbie dolls that was like that.
Like I pretend I got the Anna and Elsa, and I could clip the dresses off, and I could put it back together.
Yeah, I love that stuff. Remember we had the Hello Kitty with the dresses you put it on. But the thing is, after you've done that a few times, you can't really do a lot more with them.
And I could see their bathing suit
right. But remember how you made clothes? You could just buy the Disney Princess dolls and make their clothes. Remember? Okay, so that's great. That's great. So my question is, though, you're still asking me how would I feel to buy something? How would I feel to go? Are you curious about why cars, when you pour gas in a car, how does that make the car go anywhere? Or, like I was saying a second ago, when I take a shower or someone takes a shower and the window, the mirror, or the glass in the shower steams up. Do you know what I'm talking about? You get out in the shower and one that you've seen. You know what? The mirror, you go like this and you can see your hand in the mirror because there's condensation on the mirror. Or in the car, when it's cold outside and sometimes the inside glass gets all steamy and I have to put the defroster on. Do you know what I'm talking? Wait, pause for a second. Do you know what I'm just saying right now?
Yes.
It's cold outside, it somehow works that the inside steams up, and it's hard to see out the front window, and I have to take a cloth and I have to wipe it.
Do I get that, Anna? We'll get the Disney princesses once we go Walmart next time, so like I'm doing the dress hard, and the other like clips it off.
The dress hard? What's a dress hard?
Like the plastic on them. Like I'm doing the stand, like.
What is the stand?
Because I'm posing on them now, so like.
Okay, so you're saying like, okay, so you're always asking me, do you like that I do something? Do I like
I do something?
I like that you're this is new. You don't use this. This is actually, maybe you're listening to me a little bit about doing something new. You've never talked to me about buying.
Because I got Disney Frozen, you never talked to me.
You don't talk to me about Disney Frozen. You don't talk to me about getting the flat. You're talking about the flat people that you put the clothes on. That the clothes are like stuck to the flat people, and then you take. You never talked to me about that. That's really great. Let's add that to your list of things that you've never done before, right? Or the new things, right? So put that on your list. We talked about Disney Frozen flat dolls, right?
Yeah. And then they could get little plastic figures too that their dresses clip the gook.
So what was the thing you
could get the figures too? They have Disney Frozen figures like on it. Also, like you could clip.
I mean, like the little plastic 3D figures. 3D means figures. Like it has all the shapes.
Can we get the 3D figures? So I make you could clip.
It means you mean it's like it stands up.
Yes. Like that.
But they're still like 3D, meaning they've got roundness to them. Right. Okay, here, go ahead.
How do you feel about me getting the 3D figure so that you could like clip the dress? You could clip it and you can take it out and you can put it back on. Like.
Wait, I don't think you can do that with a 3D figure. A 3D figure means that it's like a person. You have to pull things over their head and snap around like we do, like this, like clothing like this. Do you know what I'm talking about? Versus the flat figures, you just like stick it on there.
Hang on.
Yes. Here, can you write down you did something new? So number 4 is... Number four is you talked about...
We talked about what?
Wow, you're holding your pencil so great. Annette would be really proud. I got to tell Annette Bunny about that. Changing how she writes is so great. Okay, so look how great. Show people how great you're holding your pencil. Yay! So she used to hold her pencil like show us like this. It was like all 3 fingers like this. It was so painful to watch. Oh my god, it was terrible.
Okay, I thought it was comfortable for me.
Well, but it looked like you used a huge amount of energy, and that wastes a lot of brain energy to have your hands like super cramped up. Here, so go ahead, try to write. I mean, it's because what you're used to. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so go ahead and write. So what was No. Oh, you're using the pencil differently.
I'm using the pencil differently.
That's great. That's Anna's news. Nice. I'm using. You're writing so much easier. I can see how you're writing smoother and it's easier just from the outside. Even if we're used to the other one, we can compare the two. Pencil. Wow, look how fast you're writing. Oh my gosh, do you see how fast you're writing? I don't think that was possible the way you used to hold it. Differently. You're writing. You wrote differently. Different. You're on different with an R in there. So here, keep writing differently. Do you want to try it? Here, write the rest of the word with your old pencil. Hold it like you used to hold the pencil.
Pencil this morning.
Yeah, she was sick. Here, can you hold it? Do you want to hold it? No, that's beautiful. Just keep writing that way. Don't you think? You got it. That's fine. That's good enough. You don't need to darken letters, Anna. It wastes a lot of time. Just do it one time. Write the letter one time and keep going. D-E-F-F-I. Okay, D-I-F-F-E. You're right. D-I-F-F-R is different. It is perfect spelling. It's perfect. Different with no E is perfect. But it's not how people have agreed to spell things. They want to spell it different. Different with an E in there. D-I-F-F-E. There's an E-R. E-N-T. Different with an E. They didn't have to do it that way. They could have just been like D-I-F-F-R-E-N-T, and that was like perfect spelling.
E-R.
E-N-T. You sounded it out perfectly well. It's just a matter, it's no judgment, it's just how people decided they picked one. Differently because it's an adverb. That means it's describing how you hold it. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah. How you're holding it is so magnificent. Oh my gosh. Now let's do number 5, which is the thing about Elsa. You're talking about getting the Frozen toys.
How do you feel about the Frozen toys?
It's new. I like that we're talking about something new.
Are you going to say, like, Anna, we never watched that show very much? You might say that.
We don't. And you don't have to buy it. I just like that we're talking about it. Go ahead and put number 5 is we're talking about different types of toys. Right?
Yes.
See, I'm talking about different, or I'm thinking about different types of toys with my mom. I'm talking about different kinds of toys, right?
Yeah.
How do you want to put that? How do you want to say it?
I'm talking
okay, talk
in
ing
Hey, Mom.
Okay, about. Go ahead. Actually, people are waiting to see what happens next. About. Doing great. A, B. Wow. I see how you're using your finger and your thumb differently. Different toys.
About different toys.
It's that same word right above. It had the word different. So Anna didn't used to be able to use, it's like she would hold the pencil with all 3 fingers like together, holding the pencil bent, and so it was like words were tiny and really heavy, and it hurts my hand just to do this for even it's all 3 fingers, nothing's resting on anything. So I'm saying versus your hand here, it's like it's resting on that finger, and then you just use these 2 fingers to like move it if you have to, right? So she never did that. That's ABM sneaking, helping us out with, because that part, your hand is represented huge in your brain, so you're exhausting like lots of resources in your brain just to hold your hand in a super cramped tight way. Anyway, so this is great. Okay, Griffin toys, yes, yay! It's new. I love the new things, Anna. Let's celebrate the new things.
How do you feel? You may not want to get any Frozen toys at Walmart because you might think you like ponies better.
Yeah, we don't have to give. We can just talk. It's nice that we're talking about new things.
And they also have the Lion Guard from Disney, like the Lion King.
What's the Lion Guard?
The movie from Disney, and they also put the Lion Guard blind bags.
What does Lion Guard mean?
Like it's a show about the lion, like the Lion King.
Have you seen that?
I saw that on the video where they were opening up blind bags.
Wow, that's a new thing. We don't usually talk about the Lion Guard. Wow, so things are changing. I can't believe we're doing this. This is great. I'll even write this. Number 6. We talked about the Lion Guard. Talked about the Lion Guard. Is that here, like this? All like 2 words. Lion Guard.
Yes.
Movie show. Was it Lion Guard movie and toys?
Yes. Hey,
movie
Mom.
and toys.
Hey,
that's
Mom.
new. That's great. That's today's
Mom.
date. That rhymes. Okay, what is it, Kitty?
Hey, Mom.
Look at this. This is so exciting.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Did you hear the Rarity's Generosity song in G major version?
Right. Now, we talk about that
Did you see her in color, like black with the lime green hair?
Yes, we've talked about that before, and you know that. You know the answer to that question. What's the answer?
Pinkie Pie has the bright green, and she's different than Rarity.
Right. Now, do you know the answer to that question?
And it did sound weird, like aliens talking.
Yes. Now, you know that I've seen that.
That can pretend I
right?
did. Do you remember the...
Wait, you're asking me... Okay, remember, reminiscing is good.
I first got the roll piano when you heard Can You Feel the Love Tonight, and you used to like it, but now you don't. And then you heard the Generosity song, Once I Was Cured, and you didn't like that one either.
No, I don't like the Generosity song that much. I like Can You Hear the Love Tonight from a distance.
Hey, Mom, that can pretend it did Can You Feel the Love Tonight G major version. And I pretended the music sounds weird like the Ponies does.
Right, but we've talked about that. What I'm saying is, can we do new... That's good. That's good telling me. I remember. Do you know that? That I've seen that, right?
Yeah.
You know that I heard you talk about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. That's this other person coming. Right. So let's ask. Why don't you ask me something now that you know? Yes. That you don't already know. Ask me a question you don't already know.
Yeah. I saw.
Like, how did I meet Daddy, or what happened the night I was born, or what happened? What happened when you were pregnant with me? Did you know, like, the day before you were born, I mowed the lawn? Or the day you were born, I mowed the lawn. I was out there mowing the lawn. I was like, fine. I remember moving mattresses around.
Hey, Mom.
Wait. So ask me
wanna do
something
that.
you don't know. You don't know. What don't you know that you want?
We'll go to Walmart next time, and then what are you trying to do?
She's buzzing here in the second door. She moves quickly.
Who is it? Oh.
Megan.
She was trying to move
She's
quickly.
like,
She's
ready
late. She's late. Remember?
No, I think she just tries to run through both doors very quick. She doesn't get coffee like some people. So, for example, why not ask me what I've gotten coffee at McDonald's. Why don't you ask me what I like about the coffee?
Why do you like it about that?
Oh my gosh, it tastes like it smells. Most coffee just smells great and it tastes like you're just eating like.
Hey, Mom. But then we stopped doing McDonald's as much as we used to.
Yeah, you can ask why. Why not ask? Oh, that's a good why. You don't know that. Why did we stop going to McDonald's?
Why did we stop?
As much as we used to.
As much as we used to.
Okay, so
that's
because yes,
that's a good change.
Yes. Yeah. Well, it's not necessarily that it's a change. Yes. It's not necessarily a good change or a bad change. Okay, so but it's good because you're asking something new.
Yeah.
So it's because I started getting Herbalife instead of eating coffee. That was something without a lot of calories. I drank an Herbalife shake for a while. I had that at home. Wait. Let's talk about the protein bars. The Herbalife protein bars. Yes. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Isn't that great? We got flattered. Remember Isn't that great? Anna wants to get June bug. That's with pink with the yellow mane on it.
Is this a
the
troll?
No, that's the pony.
Oh, okay. June bug.
That's from My Little Pony.
It's a kind of bug. Here, we'll see for the camera. Okay.
June bug.
That's good. That's new and different. But that's like that's cool. That's your next thing you want to get, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now ask me something new. That's one question that that I would be excited. You pretty much know.
We took Tom today.
Yes, that was a question about that.
Tom, do you remember Tom graduated from Rufus King High School?
Yes. But wait, let me ask you another question. How about, why don't you ask what time Tom's coming home? That's a question you don't know. Or what's Tom doing today at school?
What's Tom doing today at school?
Tom doing today at school.
Did you say, what's Tom doing?
It has to be something are you actually interested to know what he's doing?
Yes.
So he has a quiz. And then he has a class. Then he's going to go to a lab. You know what a lab is?
Yeah.
What is a lab? Do you know what a lab is?
What's a lab?
Thank you for asking. It's where you have a, in this case, it's going to be computer lab, I think, because it's something where he has to model something on a computer. So he gets to sit with like a computer and like this, and he gets to do like programming of some kind and do something new with it. But that's good asking. Yay! Thank you for making faces with me. Thank you for hugging me. Thank you. That was a great question. What's something else? Let's do another one. Let's do another one that's a new one.
Do you remember we got the Just Start Languages game online since we didn't have it?
Right.
Remember?
Oh, because remember, right. I know that. And then what was it because? Sorry, was it because why?
Because I keep thinking you gave it away, and you keep saying you didn't.
Well, apparently I did, because it wasn't here, right? So it wasn't here, right? That's something I know. That's good asking. Now let's ask.
Get Disney Princess toys that can do in the dress, the plastic ones. Like I could clip it off, like.
Yeah, we could get,
and I'll put it back.
Right. Okay. So and then that's great asking. I would love that.
And then you might say like, because they don't have the Disney Princess toys too.
Yes. Oh, here she is. She's here.
We think you'll say, and then Anna could get on the nose stuff.
You can
like the tuber.
Yes. And what's it? That's a great question. What's something that now you know that you can, and we've talked about that. So what's something new that you want to know, that you don't know?
Yeah. Yes.
Like, how about, do you want to know who's coming later today, or do you know who's coming today?
Like me and Seraphina have fun a lot.
Do you want to know if Seraphina's coming today?
No.
Is there something you want to know? How about when are we going to take the Christmas tree out?
We could take the Christmas tree out.
Don't you want to know that?
Yes.
We could do that as soon as like tomorrow or today.
Yeah.
Do you want to take the lights off? Let's take the lights off.
Hey, Mom.
Today. That's a great question.
That can do the clip-on and off toys, like the dresses, like.
Yeah. I like that. That's new. That's very new.
We can put it back. Yay. Put her back in.
It's the new page.
And close it. Look.
Yes, newness. This is great.
Like clip it off, and then I could see like their bathing. So.
Yeah, you can. We can also make new clothing if we don't think they have enough. We can buy new clothing too. Can you go let her in? And I want to just wrap up this video. Try to not say too much. Just let her in.
Do you like it that? We'll get Princess Ariel too.
Yeah, you could get Ariel.
The one with the red hair.
Yeah, I like her. I like the red hair. But isn't she the...
She's the mermaid.
As you say, the mermaid. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay, so what's great is today, I'm trying to just go directly at... We have so much repetitive speech. Like, the questions are... I've encountered most of the questions she's asked today many, many times. And so I was wondering if we could... I always wonder why she reinforces and dwells on things. Like asking me about Arthur episodes. She's asked me about, do you remember how Francine quit the band? Do you remember how Francine quit the band? Remember how Francine quit the band? And she'll like, how'd you feel that Francine quit the band? How'd you feel? It's the same question, right? So my question is, she'll do new things and then she'll never bring them up again. Go ahead, can you let her in, Anna? Could you please? Make sure it's her. Make sure it's Megan. Don't just let her in. Don't assume. So that just means somebody's coming in. So what happened was there's very little reinforcement of totally new stuff she does. So she'll, we went and looked at apartments the other day, and it was like so different and so new because she was totally comfortable. She used to just be freaking out every time we set foot in there. From the minute we got into the building, she'd be like, are we going to go? Are we going to go? Have we got to go? Mom, we got to go. Oh, I got to go. Comfortable. Like, that was what it was like a couple of years ago. And this time she was totally comfortable. She was like, can we go home soon? But that was after, like, we had looked at, like, 6 apartments or something like that. Like, we went to 2 or 3 different buildings, and we saw several in each one. So, so what happens is she gets used to and ingrained and reinforces things she already knows, and she's not in the habit of asking new questions or reinforcing any new behavior. Like, hey, do you remember yesterday we climbed down this really sharp hill, and I was teaching her how to use like the sides of her feet so she doesn't like slip down the hill and keep her knees bent, because if you go straight, you'll go, you'll like go like that. So I was trying to, instead of saying, hey, we made it down a really did you remember yesterday we were going down a really slippery hill and you were showing me how to not fall? That, like, that kind of thing, she never, just about like once in 100 she'll review something new. So what if we just got in the habit of reviewing new things? Because new kids will do that. They'll be like, hey, wasn't that great yesterday when we did X, and it's the new thing. So I was like, why don't we just start doing one new question for every old question? And so you just saw me, this was an experiment in real time, and it started bringing up new content. It was like not necessarily a new question. She wasn't so good in the habit of asking questions, but she was starting to add things about buying different kinds of dolls that we never talk about. She never brings, not yet anyway. And then she did almost like, she has to, I was just giving her an idea about what she might ask about. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this video. We're 22.5 minutes or something, but it was just interesting that when kids don't say new things very often, maybe they're just, no one's ever like gotten in the habit of it. It's just a pure habit, and you could just, just start the new habit and just start having that feel comfortable. So from now on, I have a page where I have in my big book of curriculum, which I've been showing you guys. We're on the 3rd big book of curriculum. This is the orange book. We're already most of the way through it. But I just started a page that's like new things. And it did. It's all backwards, so you can't really read it, but it's just, let's every day she does something new, we're going to write it down, and on that list, or anything that she remembers that is very recent. So I decided to change it to recent, so things from like last week should count, I think. And so after she gets 10 or 15 or 20, I'll give her $5 for this, and we're going to review it frequently. We're going to talk about the new things she did. I might even do this once a day. We go through the list once a day, and we celebrate every single thing, or she gets something for it. So it's just kind of interesting, and there's some new stuff, other new stuff that's coming up, curriculum-wise, that I'll explain later. Yeah, like
the Princess Disney toys.
Yeah. What about them?
Here, doing the figures.
Let's say bye to people. You can show them Roxy Raccoon before we get off. We're going to get off.
This is Roxy Raccoon. I bought her at Pick and Save.
Yay! It's part of her rewards for doing all these. She does these challenges and gets rewards. So, yeah. So say bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See you later.